So we're going to go over 5 things how to manifest like a superhero with no BS. So what I mean by that is what I will do before we get into this. Okay, check out the description, because in the description I will add 3 or 4 videos to really check out. I will add the playlist to this. Other than that, let's get into this non-BS approach, how to manifest like a superhero. Now, number one here, superheroes don't wait, they decide. Superheroes are not indecisive. They know exactly what they want. So this is what you need to do with the non-BS approach here is you got to start deciding exactly what you want, and you got to decide with minimal things in your life. This is what I mean by that. You got to start off small. Okay, for example, if someone asks you, if your best friend asks you, hey, where you want to go for lunch today? You know exactly where you want to go. Okay. There is no, oh, I don't care. Where do you want to go? There is no, when someone asks you a question, maybe, whatever you want to do, I don't care. Okay. If you're like this and you're very indecisive, you'll be like this. And maybe you're like this, maybe you're not. But if you are, you got to cut this stuff out right away. And the way how you do this is in your life in general. Okay. Start off small with this kind of stuff. Okay. Just like I gave you, just like I said, if someone asks you, hey, what do you want to do? You know exactly what you want to do. Okay. This is how you want to practice, because superheroes are very, very decisive. Okay. Successful people, rich people are very, very decisive. Okay. You yourself have to be very, very decisive and know exactly what you want. Number two, superheroes always operate from identity, not desperation. Remember, when you're operating from identity, you're not trying to get something, you already have it. You're not trying to get somewhere, you're already the person who has what you want. You're already the person who has the lifestyle that you want. You think, you act, and decide like the version of you who already has it, like the version of you who already won. When you go throughout your normal day, is you're stating exactly how you want things to go. Okay, for example, if you go out to eat, you're stating that, oh, when I go out to eat, the food's going to be great. They're going to cook it perfectly for me. I'm going to get VIP service. That's what you state. You go to the gym, you state that I'm going to have the best workout of my life. Okay, I'm going to be the strongest person in here. Okay, and now let's flip it another way. Let's say you also, when you state things, you hold to your commitments. You hold to what you say, because at the same time, when I hold to what I say, I'm programming my subconscious mind that I always get what I say. I always get what I want. How do I do this? The same exercise example. Let's say I say, I'm going to work out today. Okay. Now the question is, do you work out today? When you say something, you actually do it. So if I tell myself I'm working out today, I'm going to work out today no matter what. Okay. Do you hold to your commitments? Let's say a friend calls you and say he needs help on Saturday because he's moving out, and you say, yes, I'll be there. Do you actually hold to your commitments? You hold to what you say. Okay. Now, if you're somebody that's kind of flaky, that tries to make excuses to get out of it, okay, you might be able to play your best friend, but you cannot play the universe. You have to always hold to what you say. Number three, superheroes act fast and bold. Now, this one I'm going to switch up a little bit, because when we start talking about action, people get confused as hell with taking action. Okay, this is how a superhero really takes action. You see, what you have to understand is manifesting is speed, fast movements, fast decisions, fast manifesting. You understand? But what I want to do is explain this. That doesn't mean you're just taking selfish actions. You're trying to force things to happen. Okay, remember, when you're trying to force negates. Force creates friction. So everything stays away from you. When you're trying to look for the how, you're trying to force things to happen. But what's the secret here in number three? The secret here is you take intuitive action. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Is what you do is what you want, and you're stating decisions all through the day, is you remain still on what you said. You remain still on your attention. You remain still on what you want. And you remain still until it's time to act. Okay, how do I know when it's time to act? Okay, once I have an intuitive idea, okay, you have intuition to do something. You have a gut feeling to do something. You just have an idea, and a small little voice will say, do it. Okay, that's when you take fast, bold action. Okay, you just don't take fast, bold action trying to force things to happen. Okay, you take fast, bold action with intuitive action, with inspired action. When you feel led to do something, that's when speed comes in. Okay, you do it. You don't think about it. You don't let fear stop you. Okay, this is a trick here, and I'm sharing this trick with you. So you got to listen up. Okay, it's all about your intuition, your gut feelings, the ideas you have, that small little voice that says something to you. We don't know where it comes from. Okay, we don't know how it works, but we just know it works. Okay, we know intuition is real. We know we've all had gut feelings to do something. We've had gut feelings not to go somewhere, and an accident happened or occurred or something bad happened, and we're like, shit, I had a gut feeling not to go, and I listened to it. You know what I mean? We've all had those little certain moments. So that's what you listen to. That's the speed you listen to. Okay, that's the taking speed, making speed decisions, taking bold action. That's how you do it. You're listening to the voice within. You're listening to your intuition. Make sense? Number 4, superheroes are ruthless about focus. They lock in on one big vision, one big intention, and they eliminate distractions. So, what does this mean? You're super focused on your attention. You're super focused on your dream house, your dream car, your dream career. You want to be a multimillionaire, giving to charities. You're super focused on living life on your terms. You're super focused on living life unapologetically on your terms. So how do you do this? What does it mean? They laser focused on it. What this means is they ignore all the distractions around them. They ignore all the naysayers. They ignore all their best friends saying, "You're crazy, Chad. You can't have this." They ignore all that. Okay, they're constantly denying, choosing, and being the person they want to be. They're constantly denying the outside noise, and they shift right back to their original intention. They're super focused on it. Okay, you have to understand this. They're crazy focused on it. Like nobody is going to talk them out of what they want. Okay, and the key here is sometimes once we get older, well, I don't know why we do this, but we tend to compromise our standards, lower our standards. We let our friends or best friends talk us out of what we want, talk us out of the lifestyle we want to have. We let our family do the same thing. We let acquaintances that people aren't even in our lives have such a say over our lives. And I don't know why we do this, but one of the things I want to share with you really fast is there's a time in your life. Maybe it was when you're a kid, a teenager, maybe you're in your late teens, early 20s, where you would have a brief moment where nobody could talk you out of what you wanted to do. Okay. What you need to do is find that person again. Okay. When you set intentions, you need to dig deep in yourself and find that person again because it's in there. It's buried. You buried it. Okay. You need to find that person where people cannot talk you out of the things you want to achieve in your life. Number 5, I love this one. Superheroes build daily power. And this is what I mean by this is a lifestyle. You do this stuff daily. And listen to this. In the morning, when you wake up, you're locked in. During the day, you move with power. You move with your successful version of you, that successful identity. Okay, even at nighttime, you go to bed, you command your subconscious of the life that you want. And the no BS approach to this one is that everything from step 1, 2, 3, and 4, we said, you're doing it daily. You're doing everything daily. When you set an intention, you're constantly ignoring the outside sound. You're constantly holding to what you say, holding to your standard. You're not compromising and lowering your standard. You're constantly making decisions. You're making fast decisions. You're very, very decisive on what you want. If someone asks you something that what you want to do, it's a yes or a no, or it's exactly what you want, exactly what you want to do. There is no maybe, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go, wherever you want to eat. I'll eat whatever you want to eat. There's none of that bullshit. Furthermore, during your day, you're the successful version of you. So what I want you to do is you start declaring exactly how you want things to go. Okay. When you're driving, you declare there's going to be no traffic. I'm not going to get stuck. Bottom line, you go to work out, you declare that I'm going to have the best workout of my life. I'm the strongest person in here. I'm getting in shape. You declare it. Okay. You hold to your commitments. If you want to, if you say you're going to work out, you do it. You say you're going to help a friend, you do it. Bottom line, because these little things that you're doing, what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious mind that one, you always get what you say, and two, you always follow through. You always do exactly what you say. And then what starts happening when you do this as a daily practice is when you say, I want my dream house, when you say, I want my dream car, when you say, I want to be a multimillionaire, what ends up happening, it ends up happening quicker because you program your subconscious mind that well, what Chad says, he actually does and he gets. So your subconscious mind will work it out for it to come into your life. Okay, you're not controlling the how. Okay, you're just stating exactly what you want. Okay, you're living that lifestyle now. You're living life on your terms right now, today. Forget about the how. The how isn't your concern. You're not looking for the how. You're not trying to make it happen. You're already the person who has what you want. You're already that person right now today. You already have it. Okay, it doesn't matter how you got there. The how isn't your concern. You already have it. And when you already have it, you're making decisions from that person who already has. Okay, you're stating different declarations throughout the day of that successful version you already are right now. And then I'll share a little secret with you before we go here. Okay, the secret is that I know some of you are thinking, well, Chad, if I declare something to happen, what if it doesn't go my way? If I say there's going to be no traffic and I get in, I'm stuck in a traffic jam, okay, what do I do? Okay, this is exactly what you do. You still declare it anyway, okay? When you wake up tomorrow, you still do the same thing. And you actually revise. So when you lay down at nighttime, you can the revision technique, you can use several different ways. You do it right then and there. You go inside your imagination and you see yourself driving with no traffic. Or you can wait till nighttime where you can kind of get sleepy and you go back through your whole day and you replay your day exactly how you wanted it to go, minus all the BS bullshit, minus all the negative things that happen. You replay your day exactly how you want it to go. Okay, that's a revision technique, because what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious mind right before sleep. Your subconscious mind will remember, okay, that's the last thing you influence it with right before you go to sleep. So in your subconscious mind, remember, your subconscious mind takes it as true, takes it as fact, no matter if it's not. Okay, your subconscious mind isn't trying to figure out what's best for you. It's not trying to figure out what's true and false. Bottom line, it's not trying to figure out what's good and bad. It just gives you what you give it, period. So this is why the revision technique is so powerful, is you revise. Okay, it didn't happen. You go to your restaurant and they overcook your steak. Okay, for one, okay, you bring it to their attention and you have them remake your steak, because that way, because they're doing exactly what you say. You always get what you say. So when you can fix it yourself, you bring it to the attention and you fix it, and they fix it for you, or you do the revision technique. That's the secret to this. This is how you manifest like a superhero. Other than that, Tribe and YouTube family, if you have questions on this, comment below, and also check out the description because I got nuggets in the description. Plus, if you want to be part of the tribe, the link is in the description. Other than that, peace out. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.